Today we're looking at something that on paper is a very small upgrade, but is it? I've been using DDR5 6000 CL36 memory in my main PC for a while, and I wanted to know if kits with better timings would bring much more performance. So I've got a 6000 CL30 kit to test. But maybe the more interesting thing going on here is the memory manufacturer. The memory on one of these kits is made by Samsung and on the other by SK Hynix. So we're also looking at the difference in these kits when you manually tune them, and actually this is probably more interesting than you might think. The full test setup is in the description, but we've got a 7800 XUD for the CPU and a 4080 as the GPU, but actually we're at 1080p for all this testing so that we're not GPU bottlenecked at all. I've done the testing at Lawville over and over again, loads of runs to try and get good data. Let's not mess around. Is this a worthwhile upgrade? Well, not really. Every frame does help in Star Citizen, but really you wouldn't notice any difference in your gameplay experience. But this does highlight the fact that when you're buying RAM, you probably should go and get the fastest kit you can with the best timings. Cost is obviously a factor, but for some of you, maybe 2 FPS might be worth it. But the real reason why these kits might be worth it again is the memory modules. When I first tested the CL36 kit, I found that the memory modules on the sticks were manufactured by Samsung. This was bad news. There are 3 main manufacturers for memory: SK Hynix, Micron and Samsung, and SK Hynix are kind of recognised as the ones that you can tune the most or the best. A big thank you again to Captain Tombstone, who provided me with some timings to pop into my Samsung RAM, but we found that tuning didn't really bring much more performance. This new CL30 kit is made by SK Hynix, so let's see how much extra performance you can squeeze out by doing some manual tuning. Memory tuning is probably one of the more complicated things you can do with your PC, but thankfully the YouTube channel Actually Hardcore Overclocking has made this all very easy. Buildzoid has provided safe timings for basically all Hynix kits for 7000 series Ryzen. So I've gone into the BIOS, dropped in the timings, and here we go. I retested the CL36 kit with the Samsung modules again, and it's a similar result to the last time. A few extra frames, but nothing spectacular. But the tuned Hynix kit does bring a decent boost over stock. Again, this isn't going to blow anyone's mind, but as we said, Star Citizen can benefit from every single frame you can squeeze out. So I'll take the extra 8 frames. For the sake of my testing, I'm going to revert everything back to stock because I think the results in my videos is better if they represent what you'd get out of the box. But for those of you who like fiddling around in the BIOS, messing around with your PC, RAM timings and this sort of stuff, there is performance to be had there. Especially if you've got this DDR5 Hynix stuff, do some research, work out what you're doing, lots of resources on the internet, but this is probably about as close to free performance that you're going to get in Star Citizen.